Where did we last leave our tale? Ah, here it is. Last we left off, our main characters found themselves traveling from the elemental plane of fire to the elemental plane of earth. Deep beneath the surface, in the tunnels between the planes, they encountered a strange entity, a sort of living black hole. It spoke at them. It seemed observant, seeming to want to learn or to understand, but with no clear purpose one way or another. And then they surfaced in the elemental plane of Earth, in the midst of a fortress, under the control of the elemental plane of Fire, referred to as the Magma Fort. There, they came face to face with General Teramos of the elemental plane of Fire, and they were quickly taken into captivity, where they still reside. So, as the two of you find yourself in this prison, what do you do? You are both handcuffed and sharing a cell.
Just kind of waiting. Skaaymon's just kind of sitting there. Every so often he kind of whistles slightly to make it not as quiet if it is quiet. And it's just waiting.
Whimsy is planing quite loudly, probably putting a few you're gonna fucking get it until he hears of this, the classics. But nothing huge.
Fair enough. You remain in the cell for about an hour. Assuming there is nothing in particular you do, save for wait within the cell, after that hour, you see...
Are our hounds behind us or in front of us?
In front of you.
Okay.
Does that...
Never mind.
No? Okay. You, after about an hour of this captivity, you hear footsteps approaching down the hall, and as you turn to look, you see a familiar woman, whom you recognize as General Teramos, though now you also see a pair of fiery feathered wings kind of unfurled as she approaches. She looks to you as she says, "Right, Skaaymon and Whimsy, you've been cleared, but watch yourself. This place is not so forgiving as where you came from." And you cannot expect the prince's protection every time. As she pulls a set of keys from her waist and will unlock the door, approaching to undo your handcuffs as well.
Skaaymon does, like, very audibly chuckle as she kind of is talking, but will quickly shut himself up as she opens the door as to not piss her off too much.
We don't really, like, plan on driving through any more, active bases or whatever, so, we'll stay out of the way. We're just here to tour around.
If you don't intend to drive through any active military bases, you're going to want to turn around and go back the way you came.
You're telling me every square inch of the dirt here is a military base?
I'm telling you every square inch of this plain is an active war zone.
Active war zone? I can deal with that. I just, yeah, no. I just don't want to be, like, right in the middle of, like, a garrison or whatever. If you have to drive over a few bodies, I don't care.
You also can't get too much further north without passing through a pair of military camps. She undoes your handcuffs, and north is the only way to go. But by all means, try and avoid them.
We will do our best. I'm sure we're both very, very eager to get out of here, but I am just curious. Do you happen to know of a, like, prison thing northeast of here?
You're going to need to be a bit more specific than that. Are you talking about a
Did we get a name of it?
No. Are you talking about a prisoner camp or a standard prison? Like what? There's plenty. There's 2 prisons up in Terra. There's another one in Mokosh. There's the prison Camp Gaia. Ruomoko has a prison. I believe Hearthhome has one. You're sitting in one here.
Darling, did our travel itinerary, do you remember the name of it? It was in that book. It was like, like top 50 places to visit in, like, the plane of Earth or whatever. You know the place I'm talking about. Do you remember that?
Out of character, what are we asking about? I cannot remember.
The person that we were supposed to find or, like, get information on, like, the only thing basically we know is the last place they were seen is, like, this prison camp that is northeast that we don't have the name of.
So we don't have a name for it.
Correct.
No.
Okay. Skaaymon kind of blinks as he's trying to remember what the fuck's happening, and then he's like, "No, I don't believe I do."
Well, if you're...
Whatever, we'll just hit them all up.
If you're looking for the best place to visit in the plane of Earth, that was Hearthhome before the war. The view of the Lifeblood Falls was apparently magnificent.
Fucking what?
The Lifeblood Falls, the barrier between this plane and the water plane.
Did something happen to it?
Well, no, but it's... water. She kind of shivers.
Skaaymon is like very quietly snickers before trying to like stifle it.
Well, sorry to be that person, but we're a bunch of water lovers, so we'll probably hit that one up. Thanks for the tips.
By all means. Now get the fuck out of my fort and take your truck with you.
Gladly.
We scoot.
Okay.
We take the truck with us.
So we're we're probably gonna have basically the same issue. Probably everywhere we go here, considering we're in a fireplane vehicle. But also we don't look like soldiers. So everywhere we go, we're gonna have problems. And I find that so funny.
So,
Unless we ditch the truck.
just for the sake of our everyone who is not able to read my mind, which I think is everyone,
Probably.
just to kind of explain how the map works here. You may notice the map is multi-layered, and it looks like there's a bunch of these like dividends within the earth. Those dividends are not actually just like craters. Those are
No, that's the underground cities, yeah?
those are the cave systems that make up a majority of the plane. The surface, the caves are directly beneath, like inhospitable mountains. Now theoretically you could travel across said mountains, but they are far too dangerous for civilization to have formed within them. And so what you can see on the map is every city and town and whatnot that has come into existence, even though you're not seeing the entire surface map. And you will notice as well that the Lifeblood Falls feeds all water to all corners of the plane. That is just a detail that I'm very proud of. But yeah, so anything that looks like it's like, oh, that's a crater in the ground, no, that's a cave. So you guys are currently underground, though you are certainly not without rivers and clean water nearby. But as you begin to rumble along in your vehicle, kind of heading north of the magma fort, is there anything you guys would like to do?
Before we actually like leave, Skaymon's gonna look to the general that does not like them. And we'll say, so I'm assuming we can just assume that we'll be interrogated basically everywhere. Is there anything that you would know of that would make it go a little bit less get thrown into a prison for an hour every single time? Or are we just kind of on our own here? I can do on our own, but like...
She sighs, kind of says, hold on a moment, and we'll kind of wander off.
We may not have the prince's protection, that is very true, but oh boy, if I can just not deal with this shit every single step of the way, that'd be great.
She returns a few minutes later, with a small device in hand, and will kind of hand it to you, as she says, that will get you at least through anything controlled by Arbiter Agamemnos's army. I can't do anything to get you through the local fauna's lands, but everything under our control, that'll get you through.
That is frankly what I was worried about, so thank you, that is very much appreciated. Everything else will probably be a lot easier because by the looks of things, yeah, it'll be easier to get through. Much appreciated.
Do you just have like one last question? Where was it exactly that the Arbiter was last seen here?
Arbiter Agamemnos?
Mhm.
He's holed up in Terra West right now. Barely managed to make it out of the prisoner raid in Camp Gaia.
So like he's like safe and doing good.
Last I heard.
We'll make sure it stays that way.
I thought you weren't getting involved. I thought you were here on tour.
Yeah, we are, but like my mere presence is enough to like, protect the people that I want to protect, so he's welcome.
Right.
Skaaymon rolls his eyes.
Knowing him, I don't imagine he's going to stay in Terra West any longer than he has to. I don't imagine you'll be able to catch him before he leaves for the battlefield again.
With how fate decides to fuck around, we will probably find him at some point.
Good luck.
Just, because I already have Google Maps pulled up here. Where exactly is the battlefield? Where's the current like layout of that? Where's the stretch to?
Everywhere?
Well, okay, but like obviously it's like going to be like centralized to some places, right?
Which battlefield?
There are 3 major battlefields at the moment. Between Terra West and Giala, there is a major war zone. It's also the one that we thought we lost our Arbiter on for a few days. Between Hearthhome and Ruomoko, along that riverbed, we are fighting for territory. And east of Ruomoko, just south of the... If you're looking at the maps, it'll be just south of the falls. We're fighting for control of the entrance to that cave system.
Heard with this one?
Mm-hmm. In particular, the entrance is right here.
Here, okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of
So
where...
here-ish, and like here-ish.
Yeah.
Got it. I can work that.
I'd recommend avoiding those places if you can.
Oh, that's funny. Fuckery and, us avoiding it. That's totally something we're capable of doing. I will try. I will try my hardest to do that, because that is something that I don't feel like dealing with.
Alrighty, guys. Y'all are definitely gonna remember what those 3 red dots are for, because
I mean, if you're using them to mark the battlefields, then this one would actually be here.
hell yeah.
Yeah, it was south of the falls.
Okay. Heads up for you and anyone that might be wondering, what about any random noises? The children have arrived.
Oh, fun.
So, if you hear echoing, my apologies.
Children! Awesome!
Yeah.
Wow!
Wow.
Really funny you say that. In that way. Anyways, we're leaving now. Yeah.
And I am assuming that like the ones that have the red flags are like fire plane, purple flags, earth plane, right?
Absolutely. I didn't
Okay.
even have to tell you. But yeah, that is the current political state of the plane. Anything marked with a red banner is controlled by Agamemnos's army. Everything controlled by the purple flags are controlled by the natives to the elemental plane of Earth. So, Ruomoko, Mokosh, Terra West, Terra East, Stonehome, Camp Sparks, Camp Embers, and the Magma Fort are all allied territory, quote unquote. Everything else is elemental plane of Earth.
Ah. How dark is it in the cavern caves as we drive through?
There are quite a few. I was gonna get to that in a second here,
Okay.
actually. As you leave the Magma Fort and begin to drive along, you can see the cave kind of opens up, and the stone is sharp and jagged, but you see a number of glowing crystals of varying colors scattered about. Some glowing mushrooms and other kind of bioluminescent plants seem to light the way so that you can see the way ahead of you. It's more of like a dark afternoon, but it is certainly not impossible to see by any means. The glow of many different crystals, purple, blue, green, the cracks, the cracks in the kind of walls of the caves and whatnot, shining with various colors, and the river almost seeming to glow with this kind of bioluminescent algae that flows through it. It is beautiful. You never imagined the underground could look this pretty.
Whimsy is taking so many fucking photos.
Skaaymon is kind of timidly breathing normally-ish as he's trying to not feel claustrophobic because it is a big cave, but it's also underground. He doesn't like he not like you, but that is fine. But other than that, he is just kind of watching the road, but also looking at the crystals because pretty and ooh shiny.
Okay.
So
Both of you go ahead and roll perception checks to keep your eyes peeled.
heck yeah. 21.
12.
12. And 21, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Give me a second. You begin to move through the plain. Along the road, your truck moving ahead with purpose, a almost divine sort of purpose. As you see strange rocky creatures skitter out of your way. What look to be strange lizards of stone slipping out of your view. These kind of rodent-like creatures catching your attention, worms moving through and to and fro. You see bugs and whatnot as well. Skaaymon. You notice out of the corner of your eye a creature that in particular captures your attention as you continue to move along. The creature in question appears to be a strange, like, three-legged, three-armed creature of mud and stone with no head and a jaw where the mouth would be, or not where the mouth would be, where the neck would be. An eye on what you assume would probably be the chest, as it is kind of blocking the road. You see it's clutching at crystals protruding from the ground, breaking them off and kind of shoving them into its jaw. You see it quite ahead. It hasn't noticed you yet. As it seems to be consuming these crystals still a few hundred feet ahead of you at this point.
Skaaymon will kind of slow down. Is there any way around it without bothering it?
Roll a, I guess, investigation check.
That thing's creepy as shit.
No, what's the word?
I love it so much.
They're so
Investigation is shit, right? Yeah. 9.
9, you said.
9. Was that in German? It may as well be.
You don't see a way around it, unfortunately. This area of the cave has kind of like there's the walls around you are a bit tighter in this area. It's kind of more of a tunnel here, and the creature is not like large by any means, but it's the largest thing you've seen that isn't a person yet so far in this plane.
Is there a horn on this vehicle?
There is, yeah.
Whimsy, I'm gonna do something that may involve us getting rocks thrown at us. Unless you have a better way of getting that thing to move without... I don't want to try hitting that thing. That thing looks like it'll cause damage.
Wait, what?
And also, I don't want to hit it because it's cute. That thing.
With Skaaymon pointing it out, you notice it, especially as you're kind of getting closer. You notice
he is going a lot slower now, but he is still moving, yeah.
Yeah. She probably she knows what this is.
Probably has read about these creatures. They are normally docile, only aggressive if you are carrying like stones or gems or crystals, and they're only hostile to get at the precious metals because those precious metals are the only thing it can eat. It doesn't eat organic matter.
well, the phone whips out and she quickly zooms in and takes like a picture of it. Skaaymon, we are not harming that beautiful creature.
You know,
Do
I
you have any
figured.
crystals on you? They love eating crystals.
I
If you have one, we could like throw it as like a distraction. And it'll go running like a dog after a ball.
have none that I'm willing to sacrifice because they're the weird fucky ones from the void. However,
Yeah, that doesn't sound healthy.
no, I don't know of how that would affect them there. But I don't want to chance that. So, um,
I mean,
actually,
a fun thing
the
to do. Go on.
I was gonna say the rubies that some of the like created fire elementals dropped on that one battle on the bridge that Skaaymon collected. Are
Mhm.
those like are they real?
Yeah.
They real and okay, good. Skaaymon will dig through his bag and pull out one of those. I don't know how big they were, but we'll pull out one of those ones and kind of like hand or more so hold it out for Whimsy to see. Do you think that would work?
Tell him with her knowledge would this work?
Absolutely. Yeah. Rubies are gems. They love eating gems.
Oh, they'll freaking love this! Gimme! I want to do it. I have a really strong arm.
mean, you know, fair enough. Yeah, here. We'll hand it to Whimsy. Do you need me to like do something to get its attention, or just let you do you? He has stopped at this point. He's not rifling through his shit while driving. Like I could honk the horn or something to get its attention. Though it might
No.
scare
That's
it.
disrespectful.
That too. So, also we're in a
They're,
cabin
like,
and I don't know how
total-
loud it'll echo.
They're total scaredy cats. Let me handle this. I know what I'm doing.
I'm letting you handle this. Please don't. Please actually know what you're doing.
First, I know what I'm doing. I'm a monster expert. Game on.
Yeah, you can be that one.
Whimsy
Don't read too much into that. That's a bad joke.
to climb up to like where the gun is, just to get a little higher. And is going to do the fucking classic. Like, she kind of like reaches her hands out. It does like the come here gesture. It just starts like, come here. Look, I have something for you.
How far from the creature did you stop, Skaaymon?
Close enough that it's visible in the headlights.
Okay.
But how far, like decently visible in the headlights? How far do the headlights throw out with the light that we have,
Like
and the shadows and shit?
60, 80 feet, give or take.
Okay, so yeah, I was thinking at the very least 50 feet. Anyways, so yeah, probably 60 to 65 feet.
Okay.
Away from it.
As you begin to do this, Whimsy, its attention kind of turns to you as it breaks off the last crystal from the cluster that it's been kind of gnawing at, and will kind of shove the crystal into its jaw before it begins to approach you. And I was about to say rapidly, but then I actually looked, and this thing has a 20-foot movement speed. So not quite rapidly, but it does begin to lumber towards you. Kind of the single eye fixated on the ruby in your hand.
Oh. Good boy. Okay. Now, don't eat it all in one bite. And so throw this ruby as far as she possibly can, like off to the side, as out of the way as she can get it.
Roll athletics.
I swear, you go to throw it, it slips from your hand and lands next to the car. Oh no.
No.
Oh no. Did I just speak something into existence? I'm so sorry.
That's a 0.
Oh no! Oh no! I didn't mean to do that! Whoops!
You throw it, it lands like 10 feet away, not even.
At least better than what I said earlier.
The creature kind of lumbers over towards the ruby. It does get out of the road. But it is like right next to you as it grabs the ruby, and tosses it into its mouth. Are you doing anything, Skaaymon? As it
Skaaymon
is.
has his phone out and is fucking filming that.
Okay.
He can't really do anything until Whimsy gets, like, is not, like, leaning over the side. He doesn't know if she's secure up there or she'll fall if he starts up the well, no, he never actually stopped the vehicle, but if he starts moving again. So he's kind of waiting for a sign from her that she's okay to keep going. So yeah, he's just fucking filming this thing from inside.
We're being those dumbass people in the African safari that get, like,
Oh, absolutely.
overturned by a rhino. Like,
Yeah, probably. He doesn't know what these fucking things are. Like, I don't. He learned his, like, the fucking flora and fauna native to the Shadowfell, a little bit of the things native to the material plane, and like some interesting things from the Feywild. He never thought he'd go anywhere else. He doesn't know what the fuck this thing is.
Whimsy planned for this day, and then still ended up screwing it up. Recognize that she doesn't want to push this too much and will try to start making her way inside.
Okay.
To tell Skaaymon to put it in gear and move.
Okay. Yeah, you are able to, you are able to move, getting back inside the vehicle, before, it actually, like, makes it to the ruby, and Skaaymon, you begin to drive?
I mean, that depends. How does Whimsy wait until the thing's gotten the ruby before coming back in, or like after throwing it gets back in?
She throws it, sees how close it landed, and then starts to make her way in, and
Okay.
it's kind of like, "Hey, Skaaymon, I got it a little close for you, but we should maybe leave. Don't wanna push it."
Fair enough. Okay. In that case, he will, instead of filming, he'll be taking pictures. And will slowly start moving the vehicle, kind of pushing along the side as far, like, giving this creature as much space as possible, slowly moving, and once they're like about 10 feet away is when he starts speeding up again, but slowly but surely.
Okay. Then, sure enough, you are able to make it past this obstacle without, triggering, without drawing its ire or its attention. And
Well, he drew its attention, just not negatively.
touche. And you continue on your way. Uh,
Okay, that thing absolutely was about to attack us if we didn't get out of there, wasn't it?
it was possible. There were multiple non-violent solutions to get out of that, but you are moving around in a behemoth made of precious metals that it can eat.
Yeah, exactly.
So
That's kind of the thing I was worried about. How
if you,
big was it?
I mean, it's a medium-sized creature, so it's like 6
Okay.
feet, like probably like 4 feet wide, 6 feet tall. Um,
Okay.
yeah, like humanoid sized, but a bit wider.
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah.
You continue to move, making your way through the rocky terrain. The flow of the river grows louder as you follow the road and end up coming up alongside said river. You see off in the distance a collection of tents and temporary lodgings set up probably a few hours ahead. Not quite a few hours ahead. Kind of blocking your way forward. Even on the other side of the river, you see even more. They stretch from one edge of the cave system to the other, maybe an hour ahead of you. You don't see any way around unless you have a way to go over or under. But the vehicle that you are in, at the very least, does not possess such capabilities.
Oh well.
It is the counter, by the way, is for travel on foot. So it would be like 3 days on foot to get to Terra East. About halved in a vehicle. So you're a little less than halfway through a day's travel by the time you can see the camp off in the distance.
Alright.
We've been going for a while now, though, because even before then,
That
been a
is
while since we've rested.
That is also true.
Yeah.
So you're probably like nearing the end of
Here, can I get your PJ down, please?
Yeah.
We can help Lolly.
Yeah, I didn't even. Yeah, you probably would be getting pretty tired by the time you get to the camp then, because I kind of forgot you guys didn't rest at the magma tower.
Alright, well, we're actually at this distance we've probably been spotted if they're any good at their jobs. So we could attempt to like camp out before there. If we wanted, we could try and see if they'll allow us to stay there for a rest, or we can continue on past it afterwards and camp out probably in the vehicle once again after it. One of those things may be more comfortable, but it very much depends on what is in the encampment there.
Yeah. We don't really have any guarantee that they won't just like throw us in the cell for a night.
That is, to be fair, we don't have that guarantee either which way. So it's like if they have taken note of us, like I said, if they're any good at their jobs, and suddenly a vehicle just kind of stops, it might raise a few flags, and the smart thing would be to have people monitoring it, if not come and check it out. So there's
I mean, if the person back there was like literally any good at all, which they probably weren't, they should have called ahead and let them know that we were coming. But
I highly doubt.
I
Which
mean,
is
there's literally
specifically
not a
why.
way for us to get past without like going
No, we have to
through.
go through it.
So
Specifically, that is specifically why I asked for, and he'll pull out the little thing that what's her fuck gave him. Specifically asked for, well, whatever, and then ended up getting this. So.
Small device, looks almost like some sort of badge, but it's definitely at least a little bit digital, with a kind of display screen that just kind of flashes with a strange symbol you don't recognize.
I am really freaking tired. Like, I flirted with a really hot dude. We, like, crossed into another plane. We had whatever the actual fuck happened back there.
Yeah.
Getting thrown in a cell. A little bit of a nature
getting
safari.
Shot in the foot, literally.
Getting shot in the foot. Yeah, how's that doing? How's that doing?
Fine. Don't
So, yeah,
remind me about it.
I vote. Skaaymon, you've got a little bit of duck in you. You got a little bit of waterfowl. Like I can see it. Like you want to get a little bit of water on those wings, right? I'm getting in that river. Like right now, and you're not gonna stop me. I have missed water so fucking much. It has been so long since I've taken a bath. You have no idea. I mean, obviously I can still clean myself. I don't smell bad, but like Slimy is like not gonna make it if he does not take a bath right now. Like he's literally not gonna make it. Okay, I'm getting out. I'm getting out of the car. Pull over.
Is there any like safe way to the river?
Yeah,
where we're at?
Yeah,
okay.
you're basically driving right alongside it.
Okay. I guess we'll pull off. If possible. And we'll. Yeah, we'll pull off probably next, as close to the river as we can get. If hopefully not on the road.
Okay. You pull off to the side of the road.
Whimsy is jumping out of here, slimy in hand, like looping around to like the other side, and his Skaaymon isn't out yet. She just like rips the door open and starts like tugging him out. Skaaymon, you're gonna bathe with me. You're getting in here.
No, I'm good. Actually, the last thing I need is to be caught with waterlogged wings, and no thank you.
You filthy animal. We just got out of a hellscape where water is like foreign concept, like big bad evil guy, water, liquid, moisture, like
Literally the
finally
exact opposite element of the plane we were just in, and therefore incredibly deadly.
yeah, sure, like it makes sense, but still, like they're on the wrong side, like Team Water all the fucking way.
Don't let them hear you say that.
Getting Telly around to it, okay.
You are going to kill him. You're
No,
going
I'm
to.
not. No, I'm not. I'm gonna find a way to waterproof him. It's fine. I'm literally already looking into it.
Yes, waterproofing fire. That's possible.
Anything's possible with the power of ingenuity and no moral limits. Game on. You're seriously not gonna go for a swim with me? You're gonna make me and Slimy go in this potentially monster-infested waters by ourselves?
I am not making you do anything.
Yeah, I agree, Slimy. I do hope it is monster-infested. That way Skaaymon doesn't. Well, you can watch me from over here. I'm gonna be doing my thing.
Uh-huh. You do that.
Whimsy possesses no shame in her body. She, I mean, you already saw her in the sand bath where she, like, she walks over to this edge, completely unclothes herself, and is going to, like, run and cannonball in with Slimy.
Okay. The river itself is a little deeper than you are tall, but not much deeper than like 6.5 feet at its deepest point. The water does flow quite quickly. Cannonballing, probably not the safest way to enter this river, but you find your footing pretty quickly, and probably have to kind of come out of the water a little bit to keep from being washed away downstream. Which, to be fair, I think Whimsy would take the opportunity to have her tits on full display, knowing her.
Oh, absolutely.
So I don't think she's gonna complain about having to pull herself out of the water a bit. As you feel the water, the cold water running over you, it is such a pleasant feeling. You've needed this. Is there anything either of you would like to do while you're here at the river?
Is there some sort of, like, tarp or something that we can put over top of the gun?
Sure.
Cool. He's doing that. And he's kind of up sitting next to it and has the tarp visibly tied onto the thing, as in we're not trying to fucking use this thing. So, and is just kind of sitting there, keeping an eye out, checking in on Whimsy to make sure she hasn't floated down the river. But is mostly keeping an eye on anyone that may or may not be incoming.
Okay. Roll perception.
It's this one. 22.
22.
Yeah, only slightly better than my last one.
Okay. You keep your eyes peeled, watching out for any sign of danger. Whimsy, what about you? Is there anything you're doing?
Whimsy is simply frolicking with Whimsy, with Slimy, as she does.
Well, you're frolicking with Whimsy, just not the person.
True. She is probably, like, freezing the water a little bit, like running on top of it, like mirroring, like, ice skating and stuff like that, like hopping around all of her little frozen blocks. She's having the time of her life. She is continuously, like, there's no, like, oh no, people up here might be watching us and, you know, think that we're whatever, blah blah blah. Like, she is yelling, like, loudly to Skaaymon, like, repeatedly, like, being like, the water's fine, get in here.
I'm good, thanks. He responds without actually looking. He kind of just, like, tilts his head a little bit, and calls back, but other than that, just continues watching out for people.
Um. Okay. You watch. You wait. You spend some time at the riverside. And you bathe. At least Whimsy does. Skaaymon, as you're keeping your eyes peeled, something begins to unsettle you a little bit.
Joy.
Even though they're not a frontline military camp, you expect you should still be seeing movement from within. Watch, guards, light even. But the longer you sit and the longer you keep your eyes peeled in the distance, the more certain you are that there is nothing. The more certain you are that these military camps are completely empty.
Okay. We're making notes of that. But otherwise, we're not freaking out. We're not gonna mention anything quite yet.
Okay. Whimsy, how long do you spend bathing in the river?
Probably like a good 2 hours before she was already tired, and this little bit of extra energy that being near water again gave her begins to fade a little bit, and she grows sleepy. She'll make her way to the side of the river and kind of climb out a little bit. I do think she'll prestidigitate her clothes and put them back on. She'll do Skaaymon a tiny favor. But she'll approach after that. Actually, no. No, she puts her clothes on, approaches him, and can't let him get away with not giving her what she wants. So she'll just cast a quick sleet storm on him, which does no damage, but you're suddenly being pelted with freezing rain.
Roll to see if
Okay.
you surge. As Skaaymon, you are suddenly pelted with this like freezing rain and snow falling on you.
How long does it last?
I believe it's just
To a minute.
a minute.
2
Okay.
minutes. Okay.
Yep.
Roll to see if you surge.
I do not.
Okay.
Isn't that refreshing, Skaaymon?
Um, why? 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 What? Why? Hello, welcome back.
Because I was over there having fun and you wouldn't even join me. Slimy really wanted you to.
Well, my apologies to Slimy. However,
And to me.
I and not as much. I felt it would be a smart decision when we are in a place that no one knows us and we don't know anyone. That someone should keep watch because something could happen. And so I stand by what I did, but my apologies that it is upsetting. Can you... Can...
Clean enough at this
Why?
point. She'll wave a hand and it stops.
Thank you. Very much.
Can you do that thing where like you shake out your wings like whenever they're wet? It's very cute. It reminds me of a dog.
Yeah. They're a little too wet right now.
I'll give you some
Just-
time to cook on it.
I don't even bring him out a little bit. And he does. He kind of like pulls his wings in and would like kind of more so press the feathers to get a lot of the dripping water out before once uh once most of the water's out, he does kind of nudge Whimsy with one of them and will make like shake him out so that they like a dog, I guess.
She gives like an applause. Beautiful. My day is complete, Skaaymon. Thank you very much. Was that so hard?
It
Now you're
did
nice and
take
clean.
effort. I'm cold is what I am. There was nothing about that was cleaning. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. Oh no.
Yeah, you really shouldn't have. But actually, thank you very much. I put a lot of detergent in that. You underestimate my magic.
Uh-huh.
You're squeaky clean. Deal with it. Anyways, since, you know, apparently watching all of the lively surroundings was a lot more important than hanging out with me, what did you find out?
There's nothing.
Yeah, duh. I told you they weren't gonna come out here.
No, I mean, there doesn't seem to be anyone.
You see Whimsy's, like, kind of just like exaggerated, like, I'm so done with you kind of look. Drop just a little bit as she looks a bit more cautiously up to the camp. You think it's abandoned?
I don't know. It could be some form of illusion as well. I don't know if it's real, if it's fake. I can see the camp, but there's nothing. So currently It's just just a watching. Just a watch.
I mean, it would be pretty smart to put up like an illusion thing that makes your place look abandoned.
Yeah.
Maybe I should look into doing that. We should set one of those up.
I've got no idea how, so
Oh, I'll figure it out, don't worry.
fair enough.
So, do you wanna just like lock the doors and get some rest? I'm like really tired after all that doggy paddling.
Am not opposed to doing that. Um, so yeah. If you're ready to sleep, then that's would be a good choice.
I mean, I am admittedly a little spent. Obviously, I could still kick the ass of anyone who came near, but I do think if we are walking into another, potential robot town, then
Oh
might
God, I
help to
hope
be fully
not.
rested.
Yeah.
I mean, it does kind of fit like the MO of, the previous one where there was like absolutely no one, and then like, I mean, we already know they're trying to take over everything.
Yes. Well, I don't know. It's we need rest. That I can agree with. So
Maybe just set up like a few of those little like like where you like you get the sticks and you like rub them together and like your little weird like ritual. Maybe just do that just a little bit, just a little bit.
it's close enough. Yeah, I guess. Um. All right. Well. Yeah. Though I feel like the last thing that we want is to be uh, attacked because they came up to look at what's going on and then a stick exploded. That actually we could. Nope, because it's a stick exploding. They would suspect us as spies. They'll suspect us as spies anyways. I'm thinking too much into
Yeah,
this.
you're
Alright, I'm gonna
really
do it.
overthinking it.
I'm so overthinking this. I'm so tired. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. He will do that. He will go and cast the fucking spell, Cordon of Errors,
Sounds good.
and we'll do it twice.
Okay.
Fuck it. Yeah, no, he does it twice, both at 3rd level, because I can. Um,
Fair enough.
actually, wait, does 3rd level increase the damage or the amount of things? Because if it increases the amount of things, then never mind. Increases damage, then yes. That's the wrong. Here it is. Hold on. Now I need to double check. Okay, it doesn't say. Never mind, we're doing it once at 3rd level. 2nd level. Because I'm confused, and I'm confused myself, so we're doing it the normal way. Oh yeah, we do that. We set it up. That's what we're doing.
Okay. You set up the thing. And you both lock yourself in the truck to rest for the night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you taking watches, or are you just both going to bed?
That's a great question. See, that's a smart question.
Unless Skaaymon, like, recommends it, Whimsy's just going to sleep.
Skaaymon will essentially stay up for long enough to take a watch, but won't wake Whimsy up for a second one.
Okay. Roll
Which
perception,
may be a
Skaaymon.
stupid idea, but that's fine. 25.
Okay. It is quiet. Almost unsettlingly so. As you watch, studying the camps ahead, waiting for some kind of sign of life, perhaps. And you keep your eyes peeled for any sign of danger. But it's quiet. And your watch goes by uninterrupted.
That's not great. Okay. And before he goes to sleep, he once again like double checks to make sure Whimsy's still like tucked in, and then will kind of make sure that the window or like everything's locked and that some of the windows are like covered, or at least you can't see, make it so you can't see like into the back, and then we'll kind of not necessarily lie down next to Whimsy, more of like sort of half lie down, half lean against whatever wall is there, and we'll just kind of more like I said, sit next to her and fall asleep.
Fair enough. As night falls, even your dreams are quiet. It's unsettling. And you can't shake this lingering sense of dread doesn't feel like the right word. The right word doesn't come to you. But morning does. The sun doesn't rise in the cave, but you do, as you awaken from your rest.
As normal, you'll have to wake up Whimsy. She's gonna keep sleeping for quite a while.
That's fine. He's gonna go and check to see if any of his things have been set off. And if they haven't, is gonna go collect the ammo now that the spell has ended.
Okay. Fair enough. As you recollect the ammo, get yourselves properly awakened, what do you do?
Well, he wakes Whimsy up and we'll wait for her to get settled before getting ready to go again.
Whimsy yawns and stretches. I like it around here. It's like way too quiet. I mean, normally I like it when it's quiet, but like it's not like the relaxing quiet. It's like the
It's too quiet. It's not right.
Slimy says that even he doesn't like it and he doesn't even have ears.
Fair enough.
Well, I am totally ready to tackle as many clinkers as we need to go through. So onwards.
Fair enough. Alright, then let's head out.
Alright. I will slap on a mage armor, and that is not a surge.
Okay. You begin to approach the camp then?
Yep. Slowly but surely.
Okay. As the truck begins to roll through towards the camp, you see the first dead body as you roll past the border. It appears to be a tiefling. And you kind of have to do a double take as you look to the lethal wound. A hole straight through their chest, the edges of which seems to swirl with an unnatural dark energy. Almost like staring into space. You feel your head begin to spin as you look at it and kind of shake yourself out of the stupor.
Skaaymon, is that kind of reminding you of, you know, the blade arm thing? Or is it just me?
Okay, just so that you and I are on the same page, the blade arm thing?
The thing in the tunnels.
Thing in the tunnels.
Mr. Eldritch were, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, a little bit.
Early black hole? The head aches?
Uh-huh. It's something. It's something.
Dude has the biggest heart on, like, ever for us. Like, setting up all of this just to, like, try to scare us? 50% of this group can't even be scared. What a loser.
Yeah. Well, maybe, just maybe, it won't be as bad as we think. Hopefully. Other than that, nope, that's about it, honestly. That's all I got.
Mhm.
Yeah. You said the first, yeah? Where's the rest of them?
It doesn't take you long to find the second. This one appears to be a slash across the neck. Again, the edges of the wound seem to swirl with this dark energy. Then another and another. The trail of bodies leading into the camp. Roll a survival check for me.
That one I don't know off the top of my head, so I actually need to open the sheet for this. Hell yeah.
Both of us or just Skaaymon?
You both can if you'd like to.
Why not?
Okay, I feel like this is quietly foreshadowing, and I'm slightly terrified. I forgot earlier to press play on the music I was listening to, and I did, and the first song that came out, because it's on shuffle, is AJR's Bang. And I only realized that when it said, we're going out with a bang. And I went, oh no, is that foreshadowing? Did I just accidentally foreshadow my own mental state? Anyways, that's gonna be a 26.
6.
6?
Yes.
Skaaymon. You feel your heart in your throat as you realize the way these bodies are laid out. This wasn't an army. This wasn't some group of assassins. This was one person, without hiding, wading through enemy soldiers, carving them down one by one. Do you follow the trail of bodies?
Is the trail of bodies also leading to the presumed exit?
It heads deeper into the camp.
Is that towards the presumed exit?
No, it is not.
Okay. Okay. You just sit deeper in the camp. I'm like, oh, but which direction is that? He kind of like he slows a bit in hesitation and will kind of glance over to Whimsy. Okay, so I don't know if you can tell, as I genuinely don't know what you do and don't know and are capable of, but as much as I am worried about it, this was done by one person. And there's hopefully a chance, or how long do these bodies look like they've been here? How dead do they look?
They don't look like they've begun to decay.
Oh, okay. I was worried about that. Whatever happened, it happened recently. So there's a trail that we could follow or we could leave.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is that we can just like keep on going like in our little, merry way, or we could do what like literally anyone ever and like any adventuring book ever would do, where it's like, hey, if you want to survive, you need to not make stupid decisions like going in this camp right now. But they make the stupid decision and they go in the camp right now, but it still ends up working out for them, So like, I think that's what we should do.
So it would essentially be the human woman in a horror movie. Instead of white girl. Funny. I need to make sure that someone got that joke.
I got it.
Okay, good.
Okay, they're kind of like fucking useless though most of the time, and like I'm not useless, so that's the difference.
That is true.
So I'm fucking pissed. Like I've had a little bit of time to like ruminate on it, and how fucking dare that little shithead think that they can just like menacingly, block our path and cause me a fucking migraine. Like, no. Hell no. Go in there. I have a word or two to say.
And if it's not the person you're thinking?
Well, they still attacked Telly's people, so we should probably still kill them either way. And I'm itching to kill someone. Like, I'm literally having withdrawals. I'm shaking. I'm like, hey, look at this. She raises her arm up and starts, like, shaking it. I'm shaking. I need to kill someone.
He kind of looks at the shaking and kind of chuckles. Yeah, I can see that. Alright, well then. I'd say strap in, but in the event that you need to fucking bail, may not be the safest. Okay. And he will follow the trail of bodies.
Okay.
We did go ahead
Like
and desummon Slimy also,
idiot.
because this is dangerous.
Fair enough. slimy vanishes. As you slowly roll into camp, following the trail of bodies further and further up, you see a humanoid figure, their back turned to you. They almost look like a shadow, but they're surrounded by light. Black hair barely falls past their ears. They wear a cloak that is pure darkness. And something about the figure seems oddly familiar. Unsettlingly so. As you grow closer, you hear a crack as it turns its head around. Just its head around.
Nope, and we're stopping. And we're fucking
Stare
stopping.
at you. These piercing yellow eyes that make your heart stop. As you realize you are staring at the Void King.
Oh my god!
This motherfuck.
Oh.
Hey, I fucking knew it. I knew it. Holy shit, I knew something was off. From the fucking beginning. I knew I wasn't fucking crazy on I knew it. Hey, Whimsy, I found it.
You see a smile spread across its face as he gives you a come here gesture. You see, he seems to be a lot more physically there than when you fought him last.
Whimsy's rolling down this window and sticking her head out. And like... Oh my gosh, it's you! It's been so long! What have you been up to?
Car in reverse. Car's in fucking reverse.
You
Shit.
seem happy to see me. Come closer. I wish to discuss with you.
I mean, we're kind of, like, on a little bit of, like, you know, we have a travel itinerary or whatever. What do you want to talk about? We might be able to spare some time.
You'll just have to trust me.
And why should we do that considering the last time? You know, you got angry and called us the wrong fucking names.
When you struck me down, you've already proven you're stronger than I.
Game on.
Whimsy.
Oh, the curiosity is killing me. I think we ought to do it.
Ah. We're gonna fucking die.
Okay, like, she'll lean in and whisper. Just in case he gets, you know, a little moody or whatever, let's, like, get out of the vehicle, because if he destroys that, that's gonna be really inconvenient.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that would be. Um, which is why I would not be surprised if he did that anyways.
I
Well
don't
then, if we're gonna be
know. Do you think there's a brain in there anywhere? Or I
yes,
think
very much
it's a
so.
little empty. It's a little empty.
I think it's angry, actually. And I still don't fucking know why, because nothing ever fucking explains itself here. No, it's just, let's just. Yeah. Anyways.
We're basically buddies. She'll open the door and hop out and start walking over.
Okay.
That's a choice. Yeah. Alright. Damon will shut the car completely down and will also get out and slowly but surely make his way over.
The Void
Watching
the Void King
everything.
smiles as you approach. Well, I'm glad you've come.
You gonna call us the wrong name again? Whatever the fuck you were trying to, or whatever? You're gonna keep being creepy.
I have found peace in my forgotten existence. And I see you now for what you are, not for who has chosen you. You are not Halsick, the one who betrayed me. You and I are alike, victims of the same man. Victims of that progenitor who claimed to love us. And so I wish to warn you about the one who claims these lives for his own. As the Void King looks down towards the dead bodies. A blade made of void, blazing through, destroying everything. He is not the man you once knew, not any longer. Just like you and I, he's been touched by those beyond who claim to care but do not care. Even the name he uses is just a hollow echo of what used to be.
You referring to Zan or someone else?
That's what he called himself.
Yeah, okay.
A being of pure, unadulterated depression. How sad one must be to embrace such a domain so willingly. And yet, he dove head first into the very same trap we've been slowly lured into over the course of our lives. Do not let him appeal to the relationship that once was. Do not let him appeal to dead morals and lost love. Because he does not care anymore about anything more than loss and despair.
Is he nearby?
He did this damage, did he not?
Is he still nearby?
He is not within this camp, if that is what your worry is. But he is still here in this land. He tossed me aside as soon as we were finished. As soon as he had received what he wanted from me.
Yeah, I think anyone could have told you that one, but he can be very persuasive, so.
And now he's found a new plaything. The man
Wants us to that poor soul.
whom calls himself Adoria, named for a destructive dragon that wrought war upon your people, has come to do so again. War and war and war and war and war and war and war. War until there is naught but war. He was a dancer once upon a time. Did you know that? He was the most proficient dancer the Fire Palace had ever seen. And then he learned the blade. And now he cannot live without that taste for blood. But he is doomed, as all of them are doomed. Do not forget, if you plan to strike him down, to do so the same way you struck down the thing that called me its favor. Utilize his domain, either against him or its opposite. Luckily for you, war is easy to kill with. The beast still hunts and searches and smells and comes through the falls. And your friend, if that's what you call her, still lives in despair. The fire...
What friend?
The fire burns and earth molds, and soon all will crumble to ash and dust as the Arbiter screams for mercy and his beloved dies.
Which friend exactly?
The one who stole. The one who claimed. The one who changed. the domain wielded against you, wielded by your own friend.
Well,
That a name? A name?
The one who lies and lies and lies and lies.
Indyakai?
Beware she who falls to despair, and beware she who is hopeless. For those with nothing to lose are the most dangerous of all. And beware death, for he comes and watches and comes and watches and waits and waits and waits. But soon he shall not wait any longer, and death will come.
Yeah, I wish.
not the time.
And the beast still hunts and smells. I still see its mark upon you. It will not let you leave. Turn
Well,
the
it's not much of a
hunter
choice.
to the hunted. Turn your bow upon it and chase it through the woods until there is nothing that remains. Lest nothing remain of you and yours instead. The man of prey and predator who chases and hunts and feasts and lives and tears and dies and lives and tears and dies and lives and tears and dies. Hunt him as he hunts you. And do not, under any circumstances, listen to the call of victory. For she will serve your head on a silver platter to your own patron, just for proof that she can. And beware the approach of extinction, because he will not.
Hold on. Did you cut out or did you genuinely end at he will not?
That is where his sentence ended.
Okay, that's more terrifying.
Whimsy has her phone out, spamming the shit out of Indyakai. Like, literally just like spiraling, just like hello send, hello send, hello send, hello send.
Message failed to send. Message failed to send. Message failed to send.
Okay, well that's a lot. So what about you now? What are you gonna be doing?
Yeah, you know a whole lot for someone who was, just discarded. What's next for you?
I believe what is next for me is to lose to you in combat deep beneath the plane of water. Again and again and again and again, reliving my greatest and most recent failure. Again
I feel like
and again and again.
okay, well what if you didn't do that actually?
Then I would not be here to warn you. If I had not lost to you, I would not know that you and I are the same. Beware the man who speaks with hands upon a dial, tick, tick, ticking. His honeyed words and silvered tongue lull you in and spit you out. His tail swings like a metronome, and tick, 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 till you're home. But you're never home, and you'll be forgotten eventually, or you will become him, which is worse. Beware the man who speaks with hands upon a dial, tick, tick, ticking away. As you see the Void King fold in on himself and vanish.
Okay. What the fuck?
You know what? We should have just fucking kept going. Honestly, we really should have just fucking kept going. Was that bullshit? Surely that was bullshit. Like,
I guess we will have to find out. Did you get a message to Enya? For the love of everything, please tell me that there.
no, I haven't, literally, I have not gotten a response back, like, since
Okay.
we left.
Okay. I mean, it. That's fine. This is fine. This is fine. We were just. What the fuck happened? What did we drag her into? Okay. Um.
You hear
That was
you hear the sound of heels clicking against stone, footsteps
and now
approaching.
we're fucked. And now we're fucked. Great. Wonderful. This is gonna go great.
Car, maybe we should just go back to the car. Maybe we should just, like, get out of here. I don't want to fucking deal with being handcuffed again. Let's go.
Hey ho, travelers! A voice calls out from below.
And there we go. Fucking knew it. Oh boy. I guess we're looking. What the fuck?
You see a tall man, maybe 6'5", with long kind of orange hair done up in a braid that kind of falls over his left shoulder, and with a like pendulum kind of tied into the end of the braid. He wears a wide-brimmed hat, and beneath it you can see a pair of sharp black horns, a pair of glasses over his eyes, and what look to be bovine ears. He's got a bit of a kind of scruffy beard of the same color as his hair. He wears a white button-up shirt, currently done up all the way to the collar, kind of green wraps around his waist, and then kind of loose-fitting black pants. A tail sways behind him, black, pointed with a almost spade-shaped tip, as he kind of holds the top of the hat with his hand and kind of gives a little bit of a bow as he pulls it off and places it against his chest. You don't happen to know where I am, do you? He sets the hat back upon his head.
Whimsy's immediately
Yeah.
messaging Skaaymon. This is the guy with the tail and the clock. This is. Let's leave. Let's just fucking leave. Whimsy's walking back to the car.
So tempted to just start fucking having him play. Is there a way to tell what language he's speaking? Or is he speaking one of the many languages that they just kind of know now? And
Yeah, you
like,
can't really tell what language he is speaking. It just kind of translates itself to common or whatever your most spoken language is.
uh, Skaaymon kind of like tilts his head in almost a confused way, also making his way back to the vehicle, but slowly, and will start just talking in Infernal. Um, and just in case, this person can understand Infernal, will actually be saying, uh, like, pardon me, I'm so sorry, I don't know what you just said. I can't quite understand you, or something along those lines, in Infernal. Um,
As he gets closer,
hoping and praying. Needs to the fuck away.
the underside of his hat becomes more visible. As you see the underside of his hat features the layout of a clock face.
Yep, nope.
As he
Nope.
says, apologies. Uh, his he then begins to speak, and you recognize immediately that he has changed to speaking in Infernal as he says, "You don't happen to know where I am, do you, traveler?"
Internally, Skaaymon goes, shit. Um, and, in his outside voice, oh, this is a surprise. No, I don't know. I'm sorry. Um, I have no idea where this is anyways. Honestly, I didn't realize there was a place here until we saw this happening. There should be some place further south that will be able to give you some information.
I see.
As he just slowly gets back closer to the vehicle and has his hand on the door, getting ready to jump in and fucking go.
I do mean any information, truly, would help. Even if you could tell me what plane this is. I have a tendency to get turned around.
Let's just go. Let's just.
How how good are you at lying, buddy? Let's see. Let's remind ourselves how good we are at lying. Not at all. Okay. It's he tilts. He kind of is confused once again, and is like, um, well, this. I mean, this would be the material plane. Are you okay?
Roll deception.
17. Our dice didn't fuck us over. Might still not be good enough, but it's not bad.
17.
Mm.
He nods, and says, "Aye, this must be the Underdark then."
Almost. We're not. We don't. I don't believe we're quite far enough down for it to be the Underdark, and also there's a distinct lack of the proper fauna, not fauna, flora. Mixing those two words up. Uh, but like I said, if you go a little further towards the south, there'll be more information there and whatnot.
Right. One last question, and then you can go. Why do I recognize you?
I have no idea. I'm sorry. I don't think I've ever seen you before. I, frankly, feel like I would remember if I saw anyone like you. But I'm not from around here. Usually, I have no idea the people that may or may not live in these parts. So, well, the above of these parts at least. So,
Nor am I, traveler.
I I don't believe we've met. However, any gray-skinned tiefling, we have a tendency of looking alike if we're not fully dressed in our in our distinct clothing and whatnot. Colors and whatnot can get a little confusing when on a grayscale.
Tiefling.
I shouldn't have said that.
He says the word almost like he's trying it for the first time. Tiefling.
Okay.
Whimsy's honking the car horn, like
Yeah, Skaymon's
getting visibly angry at this point.
Skaymon has, at this point, has opened the door and is like slowly climbing in backwards, and basically hands Whimsy the keys in order to like have her put them in because he's not breaking, like he's not looking away from this guy, and more so he's kind of fumbling trying to put the keys in the ignition and then kind of like taps Whimsy and like shakes it and is like in a very much help me motion.
She'll
do it.
grab it and immediately like put it in and start it.
Okay,
Skaaymon,
great.
why
He
are you
rolls the
talking
window
so
down.
fucking much? Let's go.
He rolls the window down a little bit, but also closes the door. My apologies, I do need to get going. It was a time talking to you.
It was good to meet you too, Skaaymon.
Why did you say my name?
Take care. He kind of tips his hat to
Probably
you.
won't. Probably won't. And he just slowly rolls the window back up, still not looking away from this fucker. Unless, like, does he start turning around and walking away, or does he just staring at us now?
Nope, he is walking, still walking in your general direction, kind of up towards the kind of center of the camp.
Cool. We're getting the fuck out of there.
Okay. As you back off, he kind of waves to you as you pass him. And
I'm getting the fuck out of there. Ooh. Nope.
as you drive off north of the camp, it fading behind you, he does not seem to be following.
Okay, so that was absolutely the careful of the guy, of the dial, and the clock, and some shit, as you did say. You see, I knew that. I believed you. However, I believed you. Very much so. I did not think it would be that fucking literal. And all... Did you see the hat? Did you see the hat? Did you see the... were you looking at him at all? Did you see his fucking... The underside of the hat was just a fucking clock design. What sort of on-the-nose shit is that? Also, who the fuck was that?
Skaaymon, you're literally gonna... Let's just take some controlled deep breaths. We don't want to have an aneurysm.
We'll be fine. Yeah, so there's two things that could have happened at the end there. One is he overheard you say my name, though you did say it, like, muttered it, and I was also, kind of in the way, and so the sound wouldn't have traveled as far. Second option, he knows things, and I don't like that. Either way.
He probably knows things. I mean, the fact that, Void King dude knew him means that he probably is related to Zan in some way, and all of this shit.
Ooh, yeah. I hate this. Why the fuck? Why me? Why me? What the fuck is this? I don't understand. I don't understand any of this. This is... okay.
No, Skaaymon, this is fantastic and great, other than the fact that if any of these fuckers think that I'm going to let them just have Inya? They can lick my fucking ass. That better have been a joke. That better have been a joke back there. I bet it wasn't. No, they probably, the moment we left, got their little grubby ass fucking fingers on her. Well, they're gonna get cut off. They're gonna get cut off, and then I'm gonna stick them so far up their ass they come out the fucking other end of it.
Yeah. I was about to say, I don't think, did we ever get a name for the Void King?
Elseth now. I believe you got his name.
Pretty sure someone said his name.
Mhm.
Sorry, you said it was what?
Elseth now.
Elsethna. Nell or no? Like
Now.
at the end? No. I don't think Elsethna knows what a joke is. Even with how much she was laughing. What
I
the
don't even know if
fuck?
that was a laugh.
What the fuck is that?
Is what?
Oh my god.
What?
I got a notification that sounded like some sort of like bell, and I'm sitting there like, is that a thing? Is that coming through Venti? No, it's my fucking sister. That I need to tell her once again to leave me alone.
Honestly, block her.
On Steam this time.
Definitely unfriend her on Steam. Why the fuck do you have her on Steam?
Anyways, sorry. Jump scare. But that's fine. I figured out what that sound was. And I'm very glad it wasn't coming through Venti, because it was, that would have been a sound to have in game. Cool.
I guess we keep on driving.
Yeah. Hey, out of curiosity, Talon, how long do the batteries of Skaymon's camera last without if without it being recharged?
Probably a while.
Because the last time he would have recharged it was the second to last time they slept. No, the third to last time would have been the night that we separated from Telly. The night before we separated from Telly. It would have been the last time they charged it.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they would have been able to.
It's probably still charged by now.
It's probably still has charge left. Okay, cool. So with any luck, we have that conversation on record. Which also means that I can actually go back and take proper notes later. And whatnot. Cool. Yeah. We're going. We're driving. We're driving. So okay, the two separate camps here across one on one side, one across the river. Are they both like silent and empty, or was it just the one we went through?
They were both silent and empty.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, no, we're continuing forwards.
Fair enough. You drive. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me. Keep your eyes peeled as you continue to head. Are you heading towards, because you can see vaguely off in the distance a huge sprawling city separated by a river. Are you headed towards Terra West or Terra East?
When we get like closer to a bridge, Skaaymon will go, okay, pick one. They're both probably equally as terrible and great, so pick one.
I mean, we technically don't really have like an actual. We don't know where the fuck we're going. We're just kind of going.
I mean, we were told northeast, so. And west is closer to the battlefield. However, west is also the last known place of Telly's father.
And I really want to see Telly's dad.
I don't think we're gonna be allowed to get close.
If he knows that I'm his new daughter-in-law, we will.
Except he doesn't.
Well, then I'll have the honor of telling him.
I don't think anyone will believe you.
Well, I can just show him me and Telly's texts.
I would like to
He
quickly
sent
remind
a
you.
heart emoji back to me.
Would
I know
like to
you saw
quickly
it.
remind you that the last time this man saw his son was an infant.
Yeah. I mean, did he even see him then? Honestly, like, yeah. Okay, yeah, I know that there's no real like connection or, whatever, but
More
that
specifically, he doesn't know anything about his son's personality. Therefore, literally you could show him anything and be like, this is your child, and he would have to either believe or not believe you. Because there's, by the sounds of it, I don't think he knows, basically, much, if anything, about his child.
well, then I get to be the one to tell him how amazing and great he is.
I'm all for trying, but the chances of us actually getting close, if he's still there, are going to be low. As, we look fucking weird to their standards and don't look like we would belong in this vehicle, let alone on their side of the war. We can try, but that try may be in vain.
I mean, even if he's not there, that is closer to the battlefield where he was like, betrayed by like the head robot or whatever. So like the head robot might still be in that area, and then we can, like behead the head robot and like totally just deal with that.
I'm pretty sure the head robot has already made it back to the city of Brass. I'm pretty sure that's because unless it's gone all the way out here again already. It was back in the plane of fire, I thought. Unless I misinterpreted. I only vaguely heard what was going on. I wasn't really paying attention, so.
It's very likely that this is me being dumb. Did they say that it went back?
It's also maybe me being dumb.
Very, like the second or third session you guys were in the plane, it was mentioned that Alpha had...
Hi, Adoria.
By Adoria, it was mentioned that Alpha was back. General Eloise Adoria had reported to Telly's mother that Alpha had returned and reported that Arbiter Agamemnos had been MIA.
But my quick thing was, I don't remember if it was after getting back into the whatever city they had controlled on the slide and then the message had just gotten back, or if they had gotten back into the plane of fire and then reported it. That's the only thing I confused myself on while I was saying all that. But
yeah, it's yeah, Alpha was last you heard in the city of Brass.
okay. Basically, the main thing I remember about that whole interaction was that Adoria was like, I'm so sorry, and Telly was like, huh? And he's like, oh, you haven't heard yet. Your father is potentially dead. That's what that interaction was. Anyways.
I mean, we know that, like, you know, Adoria is like a traitor or whatever. He might have been lying about it. Even if he did, like, you know, the robot went and reported or whatever, like, their whole purpose is to fight. They were probably brought back out here. Either way, I'm just saying, we literally have no reason to go to... I don't know. I want to see Telly's dad.
As I say, we have reasons to go both ways. One way, Telly's dad. The other way... What the fuck is his name? Whoa, hello, hold on. I was just looking at it. What the fuck is your name? Is it Danis or Dinas?
Dinas.
Dinas. Haha, I remember. I didn't remember. I had to go back through the thing. Anyways, second way is sort of where Dinas instructed us to go, sort of. Well, told us in the direction of that way. But we were also asked to.
We've been heading northeast this whole time.
We've been, I mean, sort of, yes. Either way, we're heading north. So.
Okay, well, Dinas is a very, very, very attractive. You know, I could definitely see us doing many things together. But that's Telly's dad.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
like you know Telly. Like you've seen Telly. Yeah, that's like his dad. Like yes. that's like
I get where I'm. Man in more way than one because fire. And also, to be fair, the only reason we were directed at that person anyways is because he potentially had a connection to Zen. So, which clearly, nowhere near anymore, as, you know, one is supposed to be sort of northeast of the plane, and, you know, the other just ransacked the camps semi-recently.
I mean, there's also the fact that, like, it's not like it's like, oh, we pick one and we can never, like, literally, they're right across the river. We can just go to the other one. Like, we can go to both.
I'm more thinking the path out rather than the city itself. I don't really care about the city itself. But yeah. Alright, we'll stick west then. And potentially see Telly's dad. Probably from afar, if at all. But, you know, wishful thinking.
Well, my phone can zoom in, like, really, really well. So, you know, either way, I'm gonna get material.
So we're gonna be a creep. Got it.
Paparazzi, yeah. Well, we can be those guys. That's what they call themselves, yeah.
Creep, got it. Cool. All right. we're going west. Well, north still.
Oh, wait a moment. Oh, I don't want to spoil. Do I want to spoil it? They probably have actual internet here. Like I've been too busy like sightseeing to like really like look at anything, but they probably have like maybe unfiltered internet here. I could look up what Tilly's dad looks like. But do I want to spoil it? Oh, I don't know if I want to spoil it.
If anything, you're gonna get, like, probably, depictions that make him look like a monster. Not a
Yeah,
literal,
that'd
like,
be
creature
hot.
kind of monster. Not a literal creature kind of monster, but, like, the bad person kind of monster.
Yeah, that'd be hot.
I mean, they don't... If you're trying to make someone look bad publicly, they don't normally tend to make them also look attractive.
I mean, yeah, but like he's probably so attractive that like even if they try to make him look unattractive, it just equals out to like attractive versus very attractive.
You do you.
No. I don't want to ruin the surprise. I don't want to ruin the surprise.
Alright then.
I'll be seeing plenty of him at the wedding. Mine and Telly's, of course. You know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
His dad's safe. Probably. Well, step Skaaymon. I don't have all day.
He's moving in proper speed. So we're going west.
West. Okay. Well, I guess it's more of you're heading straight north.
Well, yeah, we're going north.
Okay. Roll a perception check. To keep an eye out as you travel.
What the fuck's that? Why is there a hair on my dice?
Ooh.
It's my
It's a
hair, I said a
26.
lot. That's unfortunately not cocked, so I can't. It's fine. That'll be 19.
19.
I rolled below a 20, you guys. I'm failing at my job.
Woo!
That's
You
not a
actually
thing
rolled,
to
like, good
woo.
for once.
That's a thing to woo.
What did you get?
Oh, it must not have, bleh, must not have come through 26.
Ooh, okay.
I'm failing at my job.
You buys. You buys.
We buy what?
You guys keep your eyes peeled as you travel. You see, you see quite a bit as you travel. Beautiful creatures moving to and fro, glowing crystals that seem to radiate and pulse with power. The cities rising in the distance and the flowing river cutting between it. And you begin to see people. Collections of what look almost like dwarves mining away at kind of the edges of the cave, far off from the road, but where you can clearly see them moving minerals to and fro, kind of gathering them all within a large collection of trucks, like these massive, like the massive like dump trucks, like your classic like huge yellow, yeah. You see them loading what look to be like ores and stones into a big truck like that. As you make your way through the vast, like much wider area of the cave through here, it almost feels like you're on the surface if it wasn't for the fact that high, hundreds of feet above you, there is the cave ceiling. The cave ceiling that the city ahead seems to reach up and touch, with its buildings kind of clinging to the walls of the cave and crawling up the sides. Ahead of you, you see another one of those Zorn creatures. It's a bit off the side of the road. And you see crystals, these kind of glowing purple crystals that it's making its way towards. Can I have an Arcana check, please, from both of you?
Because I'm so good at intelligence things. Absolutely. That's a 12.
15.
15. And Bina?
Oh, 12.
Okay.
Because I'm so great at these things.
Whimsy, you recognize the crystals in question. Soulbound crystals. Powerful, arcane crystals that contain the souls of the dead that could not be escorted to the afterlife by a crow. And this thing is making a beeline for them. When consumed, they can be addictive and fill one with raw arcane energy. Do you do anything?
She kind of gets like a saddened look. Oh. That's probably not good for it to eat. I don't really know, actually. Maybe it is. This can be like really addictive.
That might be why it's making a beeline for him.
I mean, yeah.
I don't think Skaaymon would have said beeline, but we'll use an equivalent. Are there beans? Are there bees in the Shadowfell?
Bees? No. Well, sort of, but no.
Is there an equivalent to bees in the Shadowfell?
Shadow hornets?
Okay, I don't know exactly what Skaaymon would have said, but he wouldn't have said beeline.
Hornet line.
Because... Nah, it's too long.
Horny
I would have said something like... oh my god. Probably would have said, like... just, like, zip instead of, like, something line. Or just making a zip to it. Because it goes zoom. I don't know. Grammar's fun when you forget that you're from a plane that things don't normally exist in. Anyways.
I say we let it be. I mean, it's not hurting anything. It's not like those crystals are really going anywhere anyways. People mine them and shit, but...
Why not? How different do the soulbound crystals look to any other crystal?
I mean, they look pretty similar to normal crystals, but it's that pulsing purple energy that, like, defines them.
Fair. Would Skaaymon not recognize it as the fucking thing that Kirai had around his... or had hanging from his ear?
You're right, I forgot about that. You totally would.
Okay. Because I was about to say afterwards, I'm like, it might take him a second, but I feel like he would still recognize them eventually. Yeah. I feel like he realized what they were once Whimsy said addictive. And then was like, ah, right, that's what those fuckers things are. But, yeah. Well, I'm not about to try and stop it. That thing's terrifying. Terrifyingly cute, but terrifying nonetheless. And I don't need more scars, so.
Oh, maybe we should stop it. I don't think you have enough scars. Scars are
Whimsy,
hot.
do not actively hurt me to make me more of your version of attractive. That is, please don't.
I don't really need to. Anywhere we go, like, everything wants to kill us.
Exactly.
I haven't had
I
to
don't need you
resort yet
purposely
to those
causing-
desperate measures.
I don't need you purposely causing me bodily harm. So,
You're not into that at all. Come on, come on. Be honest with you, Skaaymon.
the fuck would he respond? Fuck, give me a second.
So is it safe to assume that you're not doing anything about the creature going to eat the soulbound crystal?
We're doing our best to get away from it in case something happens that does magic.
Mhm.
Other than that, no.
Um.
So, why? Like, here's the thing. I know what happens when a creature consumes these fucking things. But, like, Skaaymon doesn't, so...
Okay. You see, as it pulls, the crystal out of the wall and, devours it, this, like, pure arcane energy radiating off of it, kind of pulsing out, lashing out magic, lashing out wildly, and then nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Just nothing, or nothing that we can tell?
Nothing that affects you at all.
Okay.
Nothing that you can see or anything like that.
Well, that was a big show of not much. Okay. Hmm. Lindsay, do you know how the crystals work?
Mm. What do you mean?
Just like I vaguely know what they are, but like not much. Like, they've something to do with souls. I mean that's kind of obvious with the name. Um, I'm pretty sure I've heard of people eating them, and not creatures that eat gems to survive. Just like regular mortals eating them, and it does shit. Like, but do you know what it does exactly? Because I'm also like Kirai had one around his ear, hanging from his ear. So I like they can do things that are just consume and get fucked. Like, do you know what they do?
I mean, people that can't, be strong on their own use them to, like, be stronger, like empower shit, like make spells better, or just like, you know, stuff like that.
Huh.
Basically, like those like Viagra. like they can't really get their magic to do like their shit like on their own, so they had to like look for like other stuff to like help them with that. Like Viagra is for men who can't get their dicks up, so they had to get that to get their dicks up. Kitty cat.
Yeah, fair enough.
I would never need to resort to such a thing because I am naturally talented.
Uh-huh. Of curiosity, Helen.
You're not thinking of like snorting up some crystals, are you?
Hey, God. Hey, all-powerful
Yes.
being of creation. Is this a bad idea?
Is what a bad idea?
Okay, so are the Sylvan crystals, are they like spread out? Or are they all in like kind of one area that this creature is now at?
I mean, there's a few here and there spotted about. Why?
How many people are nearby?
None like immediately nearby.
Would it be possible to without causing problems, stop and go and grab a couple?
Yeah, you could do that.
So I reinstate my, is this a bad idea? Nope, fuck it. Yeah, no, he's doing it. He's gonna do it. He's gonna be like, no. However, and he's gonna stop and he's gonna go and grab, see if he can go and collect a couple without triggering the creature.
Okay. The creature, after consuming the first crystal, its body is kind of overflowing with magic, and it kind of stumbles away. It doesn't even seem to collect the rest of the crystals in the cluster as you make your way up towards the same cluster and grab a few crystals of your own.
Yeah.
Okay. You can add a couple unrefined soulbound crystals. We'll say roll an Arcana check for harvesting
Arcana.
them.
5.
5.
I have
Okay.
a +1 to it. This is not good.
You get 1,
Good.
and then I need you to roll me a dex save.
Huh. Whoops. Okay. Fine. 24.
24 saves, so you are going to take
Oh, you.
17 halved to 8 points of force damage as you break off the second crystal and the entire cluster explodes.
Fuck. Okay. Fun. Cool. I have 1.
Whimsy just stares at you with like the most deadpan look. Skaaymon, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm being stupid, okay?
What are you even? You're not gonna become a fucking drug addict, are you?
No.
That would be very unbecoming.
They can do other things. And I'm curious.
You
how
don't need a
big
handicap.
exactly is the piece that he got? And specifically, would you say it's knife-sized?
Yeah, probably.
Fuck yeah, cool. Is important, I promise. He kind of dusts himself off, slightly annoyed that, he wasn't able to get any of the other things, but also doing his best to not breathe in any dust. So he kind of moves away from the area and then kind of dusts himself off while also trying to not breathe in any dust. And then makes his way back with his sort of knife-sized crystal. Don't question me, actually. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna eat the
You
crystal.
know,
I'm not gonna eat the
Skaaymon.
crystal.
Okay. You're not going to like consume the crystal.
I'm not. I will swear to you now, I am not going to purposely consume the crystal.
Okay, perfect. Really care about. I will say though, Skaaymon, if you're that jealous of Kirai that you want like an earring, then like, you know.
I want to make a knife out of it. I want to know what it'll do.
Oh, fuck yes!
I was going to go with anything that I could make sort of like... Originally, I was going to go with arrow tips. But, like, I got a decently sized one that I could probably see if cutting into it can still give me enough, like, bigger sections to form into arrow tips. Either way, I want to know what will happen. If it'll act just like any other sharp crystal blade, or if it'll do things. I had a plan. I knew what I was doing. And if anything, they explode. So, that can be handy. And also, find someone that knows how to refine them, and there's other things you can do with them that I may not be as addictive and can get money. If not help the one person here, as he raises his hand, that isn't as magically gifted. So.
You know some magic, Skaaymon.
I
Plus, I'm
know,
sure, like,
but
you'll...
realistically.
Dude, you're gonna be, like, a master wizard, like, so freaking soon through, like,
Oh, hell no.
osmosis from being around me.
Hell no, I don't be a fucking wizard. You kidding me? I'm not a fucking nerd. That's a lie. But I'm not a book nerd.
You don't have to have a
No,
book.
learning.
I think they're just nerdy about it. Like, they choose to have books, but, like, you don't have to have a fucking book. I don't have a book, and I consider myself a master wizard.
Pretty sure you'd be... I don't know if there's magical classifications, actually. I don't really care if there is or not. But, like, Aren't wizards called wizards because they have to learn things? I'm pretty sure everything else is just person to person what they like to be called, but I'm pretty sure people called wizards, instead of students, they're wizards or something. I don't know. I don't fucking know. The people needed to be special and made a new name for themselves. I thought that's what that was. I could be wrong.
I just like it because, like, okay, Skaaymon, repeat after me. Wizard. It's such a fun word. It's such a good word.
You switch one letter and it's lizard.
Uh-huh, and lizards are fucking great. So, like, you know, imagine a lizard wizard. Isn't that crazy? Wild concept.
You know
But anyways,
funny,
yeah, I don't really give a shit.
A wizard lizard or can both be the same thing or two very different things at the same time. And I find that really funny.
Either way, I love and adore books, so if that is, you know, a wizard necessity, then, like, I'm way ahead of the game on that, too.
I mean, fair. Like I said, I mean, if you want to call yourself a wizard, call yourself a wizard. I really don't think it matters. But like, if we want to get pedantic, I'm pretty sure there's technically a reason for the name. But other than that, wizard is fun to say. So, why are we talking about wizards? Right, I'm not a wizard.
But you will be a wizard.
I don't want to be a wizard.
You would be really cute in one of those pointy hats. Like I really think you could do it. I mean, the horns. We could cut holes.
Okay.
I have a wizard hat that I like just cut a large part out at home.
I mean, maybe, but I mean, your horns are more. They're slightly different. They're not. I don't think you'd have to cut a hole for them to fit. It's not like it's going around my face. It's going on top of my head.
Yeah, but like, I guess it depends. Like, there are some that are like wide and like the brims they like droop down and shit.
I mean, yeah, but you can always like pin them upwards so that they don't droop completely.
I like cutting shit, so I cut holes in mine, and it's the best wizard hat ever. So,
I mean, fair. Just yeah. Not me having to scroll through every single channel to figure out where the fuck the images of Whimsy are so I can go and double check what her horns look like. And also because the image in my head was very incorrect, so I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Anyways. We're gonna continue on driving at this point.
Okay.
Skaaymon safely has, wrapped his crystal that can do fucky things if it breaks up in hopefully enough padding so that it doesn't break.
Okay.
And is continuing on, yeah. Also, hopefully it doesn't get noticed.
As you travel further and further, you approach the gate to the city of Terra West. And in an all too familiar display, as the vehicle pulls up to the gate, you see a pair of fireplane soldiers, weapons brandished, approach your vehicle.
Skaaymon gets the little fucking device thingy from wherever he had it that makes sense. And kind of waits for instruction if we're being told to get out of the vehicle or roll down the window.
The soldiers do gesture for you to roll down the window.
Okay. He rolls down the window. And kind of has his leans his arm on the window, holding this fucking device thing in his hand.
The soldier will kind of take the device, look at it for a second, pull out something of his own, kind of place the two against each other. You hear a beep, and he kind of nods and hands it back to you as he says, "Welcome. Let him through."
Appreciated. He rolls the windows up and goes. Continuing on.
As you enter into the large city, Whimsy, the description of this city, the way it looks, reminds you of what your books say dwarven cities look like. Buildings carved out of the stone in this massive cave, river running down the middle. It really doesn't feel like it's two separate cities. It more just looks like one big city with a river down the middle. But the buildings rising high around you, carved of stone and wood, remind you of dwarven construction. the glowing lights of the various civilians with their lights turned on. Street lamps glow, a warm yellow glow that washes over the entire city. You see soldiers patrolling the streets and civilians walking to and fro, and it's a very interesting dichotomy of fireplane soldiers and earthplane civilians. The civilians look terrified, but they seem to be allowed to live, to walk the streets, though many seem to choose to hide in their houses when they can. What do you do?
You said that since the measurement is in walking distance rather than driving distance, it's about half the time.
Yeah, so you would be like right at the end of
Like,
your day
end of the
as you're
day.
driving.
Yeah.
Well, Whimsy is impatient as all fuck. She's we're gonna test out. Well, no, because she doesn't. There's soldiers like patrolling like fucking everywhere, right?
Yeah.
If we like stop somewhere at a red light or like whatever, like she's gonna like roll down a window and try to like call one over.
Oh no. Oh no.
Roll
What's this?
a persuasion check, I guess.
Okay. I do imagine she has Slimy back out now.
Okay.
So I will.
Yeah, if we're no longer in
advantage.
danger.
Hell yes. That is mathematics. A 33.
Jesus Christ.
The
Oh, yep.
the soldier sighs and will approach, weapon drawn but not like pointed at you. What?
Skaymon's just like, what the fuck are you? Oh, okay.
There, we were told, this might be outdated information. Sorry, we've been on the road a while, but we were told to, check up on the Arbiter. Are they still here? Are they recovering still?
It's classified information.
Mm.
Classified information.
How long is this light red for?
Probably not too much longer.
Okay, tell me when it goes, when we get to start going again.
Okay, well, classify, assify, you're no fun, whatever. We'll ask someone else.
The light goes green.
Okay, we're just Skaaymon pinching the bridge of his nose, goes through the light, starts driving again.
You know, Skaaymon, that was just for you. I was going to fucking kill that dude, but I held back for you.
I appreciate that. I feel like now's a great time to point out that literally we don't look like people that would be from the plane of fire. It's very weird for people. The whole situation of us two in this vehicle is already kind of fucking weird. Without proper explanations that people don't necessarily understand. Especially because we don't have any real, like, documented proof here of genuinely actually knowing the prince and queen, empress, whatever the fuck her title is, of the Plan of Fire. So, two random ass fucking people in a military vehicle that don't look like they belong in said military vehicle asking, hey, where is your, like, leader of your entire fucking dimension? It kind of very much, I would not be surprised if we're now gonna constantly be watched the entire time we're here.
Oh, we already were, Skaaymon.
Exactly.
But, like, they
Now
have,
it's
like,
gonna get
no
worse.
fucking faith. Like, what? Like, they're gonna hide where he is because, like, oh, they'll put him in danger. Like, have more faith in your leader. Like, wherever the leader is should be known at all times. Because if someone, you know, like, nah, don't be a fucking coward about it.
Okay. I feel like I need to remind you that you are a princess of the Feywild, and you were hidden. They're faced from everywhere else your entire life. So, I feel like, if anything, you were never told why, were you?
Yes,
Like,
I've told you before. It's complicated, okay, family matters, whatever. Apparently, my dad's like a psychopath and, you know,
So,
whatever, but.
to these people here, to the Plane of Fire people, everyone from that's actually from this plane is a psychopath and they need to protect their arbiter. So, yeah, maybe slightly overbearing, maybe a little bit stupid, it's not. But it's also a really dumb question to ask a person on the street. Yeah.
Skaaymon!
What?
Thank you for reminding me. Thank you for
Oh
reminding
no.
me.
Oh no.
I am starving, and we are indeed out of the plane of fire where everyone is a bunch of silly fucking heads. I could go for some fast food. Whimsy's gonna try to look up see if there's any.
There absolutely is, yeah.
Yes!
Are
Yes!
they open? This
There's
close to an active force or battlefield?
there are a couple open, though Google Maps has like a warning on it that says like that the location has recently been subject to closing early for due to being so close to an active war zone. But it's listed as open.
We gonna be eating fine today. Whimsy's
We're
gonna
not-
go to whatever the equivalent. Okay, we're gonna go to a Chick-fil-A. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to a fucking Chick-fil-A.
We're
Okay.
in a fucking war vehicle. We are in a fucking war machine of a vehicle. There is a gun on top of this vehicle. We're gonna casually go to a Chick-fil-A. This is an awful idea.
You go to a Chick-fil-A.
You know what you're feeling right now, Talon? That is what Skaymon's feeling.
Yeah.
The slight laughable absurdity of this, but also just goes along with it.
So I've never been to a Chick-fil-A. I don't know if they exist in Canada
What?
or not. I genuinely could not tell you if Chick-fil-A exists in Canada. Okay.
They do.
Do they typically have drive-thrus?
Oh yes.
Okay.
That I don't know. I just know I've seen one.
With that out of the way, then, do you go through the drive-thru or do you waltz in the front door? Do you park the military armed truck outside the Chick-fil-A and walk in the front door?
That's what Whimsy's doing, yes. Like, we've already been in this fucking car for too long. She wants to stretch her hooves. We're getting out.
As Skaaymon gets told to park, he's like, do you think you'd be able to handle yourself going into there, getting food, and then coming back out? Because I don't want to leave this thing, points to the gun, alone.
Skaaymon! We can keep eyes on it, like, all the time. Like, one of us can keep an eye on the vehicle while we eat, and then if someone tries some shit, we go out and we kill them.
I don't think you realize, if anything gets too close to that fucking thing, I don't think we'll be able to get close again to it to try and do anything.
Skaaymon, we've been stuck in this car for days.
I said, do you think you could handle yourself? Better yet, if we can see the car from out there, I might be able to see from out here inside, and I can come help you if you need it. But for the sake of my anxiety, this is already a weird situation that I don't know how to deal with. I don't want to leave this thing unattended. That sounds like an awful idea. And so much could go wrong in so little time. And I don't need to be labeled a terrorist again.
It'd be fun, though.
Not really. Because in this case, it's not the Feywild we're dealing with. It's a highly... I don't actually know who would label as terrorist. Depends on who grabs a hold of the... We're either dealing with a very militaristic society, with the Plate of Fire, or we're dealing with the people that are being invaded. So, like, if it's the Plane of Earth that labels us terrorists, then it's like, okay, whoop-de-doo. There's just another thing happening. But if the Plane of Fire, then we have our heads on a hit list again. So,
Listen,
like,
we blow this place up. You think a single fire person is gonna go eat at a Chick-fil-A? Like, they're probably over there eating their fucking MREs and shit. They ain't gonna set place in a high quality food establishment. It'd just be a bunch of civvies. They wouldn't miss them. It would actually be less people that could go against them later. You know, less time spent watching them.
Probably a war crime.
You think they care about war crimes? Look at them.
Okay, whatever. You know what? I shouldn't do this for you. You didn't even swim with me. You literally didn't even swim with me, and you won't even go with me in to eat a few chicken nuggets.
Both for security reasons that are still fucking valid. And also, I didn't feel like drowning in a river.
You wouldn't have drowned. You can swim. I've seen you swim.
Not very well. The last time you saw me swim,
Does Skaaymon still have the cloak, actually?
I think he does.
He does still have my cloak. I forgot about my cloak.
I tug on the cloak. You can swim.
He has it on. No, he would. He kind of has it on, like, yeah. He kind of, you tug at it, he kind of looks at it and he goes, oh, fuck. Right. Okay, so so the river was then, unwarranted. Slightly still for security reasons. I forgot I had this. In my defense, we've been in the Plane of Fire for a while, and before that, the Plane of Air. There wasn't very much water to be submerged in. So, Yeah, I forgot about that. Other than that, I also just don't like being in water very much. So, well, running water, like rivers and shit. Either way,
You're weird.
I'm getting off topic. Gun. City full of probably disgruntled people. I said city, not Siri, fuck off. City full of probably disgruntled civilians that would love to just take their chance of getting a gun and shooting the people that have taken over their city in the face.
Okay,
don't-
fine. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to order so much fucking food. Like, you have no idea. I'm going to order so much fucking food. And then I'm going to come back.
Huh.
I'm going to look for a hotel. Actually, no, I'm going to get it really fucking prepared. I'm going to look for a hotel right now before I even go in this joint. We're going to get this food. We're going to bring it to that hotel. We're going to eat. And then we're going to sleep.
Okay.
Any objections?
Hold on. Yes, okay, sorry, I had to fact check something real quick. Objections? No. But, and he will hand Whimsy money. I don't know how much, but money. And we'll say, can you get me a milkshake, please?
Ooh, well, I was gonna get you, like, a ton of food. Skaaymon, you scrawny
know,
little
but
thing.
Yes, dude, I can, but not scrawny. Oh,
Mm.
I'm not a fucking muscle builder. I'm not scrawny. I'm on the edge, like the very, like, tip-top part of, that could be classified as twink. I am not scrawny.
You do got some thick thighs. I do like those thighs.
See? I am not scrawny.
They could be thicker.
Could use a little work in my arms, but that is besides the point. I am not scrawny.
All right, well, protect the car or whatever. I'll be back. She will scoop up Slimy and we will go into this, chicken establishment.
Okay.
Skaymon's going to be outside the vehicle, but is going to be leaning. He has his wings illusion to not look like they're there. And he's just leaning against the driver's side door. He has the little, like, badge device thing kind of out of sight, but in his hand as his arms are crossed, and he has his phone in his other hand. As he's just, where did you come from? Hi, cat. Okay. Sorry, there's a cat in my room. I don't know where he came from. As he's kind of keeping an eye out and also making sure that no one tries to pull any shit.
Okay. No one seems fazed, really, by the presence of a military truck in this military-occupied city. But Whimsy, you get out of the truck and make your way inside the Chick-fil-A. As the worker you see is a kind of taller human man, kind of gives you a half-hearted smile. Good evening, welcome to Chick-fil-A, how can I help you?
This is just completely for my own, like, curiosity, but, like, what is the, equivalent to, Christianity in this?
It would probably be, if you're talking about more Jesus worship, that would be the Church of Oxum. If you're talking about like worship of God as an entity, that would be the Church of Scriptor. Or not Scriptor, Chrysalis.
Like the shrines we're trying to destroy.
I was about to say yes. Honestly, that would be great. That would be... We're trying to destroy them. Give me all your. We're keeping this place floating for years.
What?
Because she's about to spend a fucking ton of money here. She will return the smile, not half-hearted, fully hearted.
Hello, hello, hello. You have just met your number one customer ever. I'm ready whenever you are.
I asked what I can get you.
Oh, you said it like so depressingly that like I almost thought that you weren't even a Chick-fil-A employee. You guys in the books are always like really chipper and happy. What happened? Are you going through something right now?
What can I get you?
My
More
God.
like
Oh my
it.
God. I cannot. I cannot.
That's the spirit. Hmm. I will have $500 chicken nuggets.
Oh God.
And then I want. Let's do 10 milkshakes. Let's get variety flavors on that. All the flavors you have. Then waffle fries. Oh, I want probably 20 large orders of waffle fries.
The worker nods as he punches all of that in. Give me a second
Uh-huh.
to think.
He's got to do some calculation.
To do some math here. Okay, let's see. Give me your... Okay, hang on. So it was 100 nuggets, 20 orders...
500.
500 nuggets, 20 orders of large waffle fries,
And 10 milkshakes.
and 10 milkshakes.
I'm gonna be honest, I kept hearing you say awful fries. And genuinely, I didn't even bat an eye to that. It's really funny to me.
Okay. Google is not helping me on... Because if I could do the math on how much that would cost in real life, I could then translate that vaguely. But I can't do that because it's not telling me how much anything costs. The worker sighs and says, that will be 5 gold pieces, ma'am.
How much did Skaaymon give? Would you say? Roughly.
Money. I don't know. Probably more than that, because he didn't know what all Whimsy was going to get. Like,
It is notable,
Te-
like, a gold piece is way more than someone would normally spend at a fast food restaurant.
yes, but this is Whimsy we're talking about.
That is fair.
He probably would have given, like, 7 to 10. Just in case.
Okay. Hmm. I need a specific number.
Let's just say 10.
Yeah,
10.
let's say 10.
That's satisfying. Okay.
Because even number, and if I say 7, I'm going to cry.
Yeah. All right. She will hand over the 5 gold, and as she does so, kind of lean in, angle over, cleavage shot. Very practiced maneuver. And kind of look this guy up and down before she reaches into Slimy again, and she will retrieve the other 5 gold that she she'll be a little extra. She'll double it. Just 5 gold isn't good. She get 10 gold. Kind of hold it like in an open hand, but not offer it like quite yet.
Listen, I can tell you're a little depressed here. Probably like supporting a family or, some really, really sad stuff like that. I mean, you're working here. Your life can't be going too good. Probably really help you out. Might really change some things for you, Do you happen to know where the Arbiter is?
Oh, God.
The Fire Arbiter.
This is gonna go hard.
They were in this city. If you have any information about their whereabouts at all of this is yours.
Ma'am, I work at a Chick-fil-A.
This is Wendy's.
I don't do politics.
You haven't even heard any rumors?
Ma'am, I've done my best to stay off the internet. Especially
You're
now.
familiar with this town. A very important, high-profile figure who was injured. Do you have any guesses on where they might be held?
A hospital?
The Terra Central Hospital, I guess.
Is that the only hospital around these parts?
No, but it's the biggest one.
Think about my slime.
What did you say?
What do you think about my slime?
He glances at the slime, looks out the window at the big truck that you got out of, then back at you. I think it's very adorable, ma'am.
Good boy.
Oh, God.
You are very, very intelligent. All right. I'm feeling generous. Okay, all right. Here's what we'll do. On one of those chicken nuggets, I want you to get some ketchup and then just put a smiley face just on one of them. But I want it to be a surprise. I want to open up these chicken nugget boxes and I don't even know which one is gonna have that smiley face, and it's gonna be a game. And I want you to do that. I'm gonna give you this 10 gold for you to do that. And if I don't see a smiley face,
on one of these, I'm gonna come back and kill you, okay? But I'll give you this 10 gold. Here you go.
He takes the 10 gold. Kind of looks back up at you. And just nods. Yes, ma'am.
This is so funny to me. This is. I should not be surprised. I should not be surprised. This should not be facing me anymore.
All right. We will do the awkward stand around whenever you wait for your food at a fast food place.
Okay.
Right after threatening the cashier.
It takes even longer because that is 50 orders of 10-piece nuggets, 20 orders of large waffle fries, and 10 milkshakes of various flavors.
How the fuck are you gonna transport that? I don't know if you're gonna put in the slimy. That's why.
And all of the workers are on edge because they believe you're with the military.
Yep.
So, even though this is normally the type of order they might deny, you came here with a big truck with a big gun. They can't say no to you.
I also love the fact, too, that, people in truck, 2 people got out of the truck. Only one of them came in. The other one just looks like he's waiting.
Yeah. They're, worried.
I didn't intend for that to be a threat, but, I did specifically say if things started going wrong, he would be ready to, jump in.
They're very concerned about everything right now. And they'd rather not risk anything, especially not their own lives. So, it takes about 20 minutes, maybe 30 for your whole order. But you do get everything you asked for. As 50 boxes of nuggets, 10 random milkshakes, and 20 large waffle fries are all delivered to you.
Fuck yes. We'll just go ahead and shove that all in Slimy for some easy transport. And she will smile and give a 2-handed thumbs up to the worker, and then kind of yell out to the back,
You guys are awesome! I really, really appreciate it.
So, do the things stay upright when they're within Slimy's interdimensional space of nothingness? Or are we gonna get some half-spilled milkshakes?
I feel like they probably stay upright.
Okay.
Also, Whimsy's practiced at this.
Yeah.
She's constantly, taking shit in and out of him.
Yeah.
Okay. You reach into Slimy and there's just a shelf of things.
Alright. She'll give one final wave to these poor unfortunates, and then, go back to the car.
Okay.
And...
You walk into the car and Skaaymon, anytime the door has opened, he, kind of glances up, and if it's not Whimsy, he just doesn't care, and continues, scrolling or checking his phone. He's kind of just familiarizing himself with the map and, the general layout of where cities are and directions and things.
Fair enough.
However, he does, and this might be a very stupid idea, but I'm gonna do it anyways. He does message Kirai going, "Hey, are you alive?"
The message is delivered, but Kirai does not respond.
Fair enough. And upon also realizing that, trying to see if things will go through when sending messages to Kirai was not the best idea, he kind of hesitantly opens up his mother's text messages, but doesn't send anything. It is just like debating on typing something, or well, has something typed out, but is debating on sending it. When Whimsy does come out, he looks up and he goes, "Oh, good, you're back." And will put his phone away and get back in the vehicle. Actually, no, fuck it. He's gonna be nice. He walks over, he opens Whimsy's door, and then we'll go back and get in the vehicle.
Whimsy looks very pleasantly surprised. But she'll make a show of getting in, like grabbing his hand if he offers it at all.
He does.
Hell
He
yes.
like does the whole thing. He's like, I've kind of bothered her a little bit. Like, I can tell that. I guess I'll be a little bit. I'm gonna regret this. It's his internal monologue. As he does, he opens the door. He kind of holds his hand out and will help Whimsy in. We'll close the door behind her and we'll go get in on his side. Fully aware that there are probably absolutely people like secretly staring at them because they're in a fucking military vehicle and they don't look like they're in the military. They're just in the fucking vehicle with a gun. Yeah. He gets in, he kind of looks at her and says, "Okay, you said you were looking for a hotel, so did you find one? Before all of that, or..."
Did we find a nice hotel?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
There's quite a few in the city.
Okay. Whimsy, it's been a fucking bit since she's actually gotten to sleep somewhere, like, decent, and that wasn't a fucking military vehicle. So she is gonna go for the nicest one that she can find.
Okay. The highest rated ones all have no availabilities right now, but you're able to find one that's like 4.5 out of 5 stars. That is definitely high end, towards the kind of southern end of the city, that has a couple of vacancies.
Okay. She'll like pull up some pictures and show it to Skaaymon.
This place seems quite adequate. Not the best one I could find, but, you know, short notice, yada yada yada. I say we go there, we feast, and yeah. I also got a little bit of information. I think if the Arbiter is still here, which, can you believe that the fast food workers weren't even up on like the latest gossip? Like, what else do they do? I mean, I guess they work, but like, come on. Anyways, they didn't really know shit, but they said that if he was still here and was hurt, he'd probably be in like this hospital. She'll like show it in Google Maps. So I say that we stop by there tomorrow. I'm way too tired today. I just want to eat. I want to eat and I want to sleep in a soft bed.
I'm not going to try and debate that with you, so yeah. Let's worry about sleep.
Also, whenever we're eating these, do let me know, like, as soon as you see one with a smiley face. I kind of made, like, a very, very, like, you know, soul-binding deal with, like, one of the guys in there that,
You threatened to kill someone, didn't you?
Yeah, okay? I thought it'd be really, really fun if, like, you know, like, I got 500 chicken nuggets, okay? I was gonna get a little bit more, but, you know, it's just, like, one night, whatever. We can go and we can get 500 more in the morning, am I right? So, like, I thought it'd be cool, though, since there's so many, that, like, one of them has a smiley face, and you don't really know. Like each time you open a new thing, it's like, oh my goodness, is it this one? And it's just, it's so fun. It's so fun. So yeah. If it's you who sees it, you have to let me know, because otherwise, I'm just gonna go kill that guy tomorrow. I'm itching. I'm still shaking. Here, look, I'm shaking. She lifts her arm again and shakes it.
You are certainly shaken.
Anyways, my beloved chauffeur, onto the hotel.
All right. Okay. This is fine.
Okay. You head to the hotel. You get yourselves a room for the night. And indeed, as you're eating, one of the boxes does in fact contain a smiley face of ketchup.
Who gets it?
Probably
I'm gonna be honest.
Whimsy, but
As I
here's
say,
what I'm
Whimsy
gonna do.
eats more.
I'm gonna
but-
roll a d6. If I roll a 1, it's Skaaymon. Anything else, it's Whimsy.
That's fair.
That's a 4. Whimsy gets it.
Hell yes. This man lives to see another day.
Baby boy, sweetheart child, I love you, but you gotta stop clawing my knee.
And as you eat your lavish feast in your lavish hotel room, one of those is actually truly lavish. I will let you decide which is which. That is where we must end our chapter tonight. Thank you all. And I'm certainly curious where the next one will lead. Appearance from old enemies and older allies. I cannot wait to see what our next chapter contains. But thank you all for coming, and I look forward to seeing you all again. Goodbye for now.